Welcome to the first field hockey broadcast here at the Laker Turf on WTOP 10. I'm Parker Boris, alongside me Owen Gangloff. We're jumping right into the action here at Laker Turf. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we've experienced so far in this contest. Here we have Wilkes is up 1-0 against the SUNY, the Oswego State Lakers here in this matchup. Owen, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling great to be back in the booth, Parker. Like we said, we're sorry for the technical difficulties. If you want the rundown of the game so far, Wilkes has been very aggressive. They have 5 shots to Oswego State's 2. Wilkes has been offensively dominant so far. In the second period, however, Oswego has finally got it back, getting it going, and this should be a close one today, Parker.
It should be indeed, Owen. Wilkes, the first goal coming in the first period by Morgan Hermanowski, who we talked about before the game as a player to watch, Owen. She was the best player on this team last year for Wilkes and showing right away why she is, as we have the penalty shot, and that one shot in by the number 10 of Morgan Hermanowski, who we just were talking about earlier, putting a shot on goal there.
Yeah, junior forward Morgan Hermanowski for the Wilkes Cardinals, named honorable mention for all landmark conference as a freshman in 23, and she led the team last year with 15 points, 5 of those being goals, and she's already making a statement this season for the Colonels.
Well, Owen, that's going to do it for the end of the first half. We'll have a lot more to cover when we come back in the second half, but before we send it to break here, we have our sideline reporter, Eric Palmieri, who has a little bit of a story for us here about both of these teams here. Eric, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, despite being ranked number 5 in the SUNY preseason standings, Oswego is looking to make a splash in the standings this season with their up-and-coming stud defense. This young regime added 4 new players to their defensive core over the offseason, despite seeing huge strides from the majority of their first years last season. Among these players are 2024 Rookie of the Year, Sam Crowtham, who led SUNY in total saves with 229, with second place having a whole 64 less saves than her, as well as second-team All-Conference member Alexis Schneider, who game by game was able to cement herself as a defensive key last season. Head coach Caitlin Hoover will certainly be looking for these star sophomores to spearhead and lead this defense, turning into a top system in the SUNY division. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric, for that bit. We'll have a lot more to go over when we come back here for the second half of action here at Laker Turf between the Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes Colonels here on WTOP 10. I'm Parker Boris, alongside me Owen Gangloff, sideline reporting Eric Palmieri. We'll be back here on WTOP 10 in a bit.
Like I just said, Colonels are playing very aggressive on defense and going after the ball, not letting Oswego get into any flow offensively.
Oswego has not been able to find their rhythm so far here in this game, as we're going to get a yellow card called on Wilkes. I believe that's number 11 who got called for being Georgia Basket, the freshman. Got called for a yellow card, as it looked like that's what the referee held up for the Colonels. As I'm hearing next to me, it was indeed a yellow card down on the field. So now the Lakers will have possession here. Trying to get something going. It's just been a struggle all day for them. This is number 3, Sophia Priati. It gets broken up again. The Wilkes just breaking up every pass, being in those passing lanes. As a collision past midfield, as Taylor Bauer colliding with one of the Oswego State defenders. But Wilkes will keep it. Shot into the middle, goes through and somehow sneaks its way through into the goal. But it looks like they're going to call it off, as the Wilkes defenders are confused as why that goal didn't count. The crowd, the Wilkes fans that traveled here for the game, are also confused of how that one wasn't called a goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, Parker.
I was definitely looked like a goal from up here, but alas will not count for this Wilkes team. So score still going to be at 1-0 as the pass is intercepted by Oswego State, who looks to push. In a 3-on-4 scenario for this Lakers team. Number 21, Lily Kershaw, getting in the passing lane there. And now Oswego will be in their offensive zone.
And it's only a 1-goal deficit for the Lakers, Parker. It's not like Oswego is playing very poorly. They're not giving up a ton of goals. Goaltender Sam Crothan for them is having a phenomenal game with 8 saves. So they just need to get something going offensively.
And they might have a chance here, Owen. Looked like there was a foul on the play, and now the Lakers will have a chance for a penalty play here, and something they haven't been able to capitalize. They've only had a couple so far in this game, Owen, but this could be a big way for them to finally get something on the board here.
You're exactly right, Parker. Let's see what they can do to capitalize on this opportunity.
Looks like the ball is going to be given to number 3 of Sophia Priatan. She'll be in the corner here. She'll give it to the middle there of number 19, Carly King. Apologies, number 10, Mima Wozanowski. And it will go back to the Colonels. And another scoring opportunity for the Lakers there, Owen, and they just, again, weren't able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Lakers, they're not able to capitalize on the free shot there, on the corner shot. But let's hope that does not do anything to them offensively where they cannot score. They need to pick up some momentum. That was a good momentum shift, getting the penalty shot from the corner. Let's see if they can capitalize further.
Yeah, 5:15 to go in this third period. Lakers still scoreless as Wilkes, again, in that passing lane, trying to break it up for the Lakers. As Sophia Priatan is just being hounded by 3 Colonels defenders, and they're going to get it over here. Colonels looking to make something happen here, as that's number 2, Taylor Bauer, with it, getting all the way into the circle, finding someone near the goalie, and that was number 24 of Maddie Karp. A good block there by Sam Crotham.
Yeah, it was a great play by Taylor Bauer, able to get in the offensive zone there with a little 3-on-2 fast break. Unable to capitalize, but it's got it in their zone now, and let's see what the Colonels can do about it.
As Hermanowski looks to get it into the middle there, trying to hit Maddie Karp, but broken up by the Lakers. And it will go to the Lakers now with possession here, as they look to push it past midfield here. And that ball is going to get tripped up by the foot of one of the Wilkes defenders, but Lakers will still have it. I believe it's number 24, Julia Alvary, with it. Apologies, that's 14, Natalie Shields. who got broken up there by the Wilkes. And that's kind of just been the story of the game. As soon as Oswego gets some sort of possession towards their offensive side, Wilkes is just there to break up the play and just create havoc. And the Lakers just haven't found a way. And a swing and a miss there from the Wilkes defender of number 22, Paige Greco. And it will go to the Lakers. And now a foul or a possession change will be called actually now towards Wilkes.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. In terms of offensive possession time, Oswego has improved over the course of these last two periods, but they are unable to create any shots. They still only have 2 shots on net throughout the whole game, and we have 3 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, 2 shots on goal for the Lakers compared to Wilkes' 10. So the Lakers struggling to get it into the circle and at least create some sort of pressure on the goalie for the Wilkes. As we have a call here, and that one will stay with the Lakers. As a shot from Gabby Curtis, trying to get it to someone in the middle there as she's hounding the Colonels player there. That's number 10 of Morgan Hermanowski there.
Yeah, the fans do not sound happy about that.
Apologies. That's number 18 of Courtney Keem. As they're going to call something. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it's going to go to the Lakers. And another stoppage of play. The Oswego fans not happy with the call on the field there. And just kind of going back and forth here, Owen. Both teams just keep switching possessions, it feels like, in this last minute or so.
Well, coming into this game, we knew this game was going to be evenly matched up. Both teams struggled to score offensively, and we knew it was going to be a battle at the midfield, but Wilkes had been taking advantage of this.
And now Oswego will have possession here and trying to get it over the midfield, but that one's stopped by number 5 of Lydia Keppel for the Colonels. And now come down the near side is the Colonels, but Oswego breaks that one up and trying to get it something going. It will roll out of bounds, staying with the Colonels. Now, a little bit, minute 15 left in this third period of action. Haven't seen a goal since that first period. Again, scored by Morgan Hermanowski. The only goal of the game, and just kind of been a slow-paced game since that first goal.
Yeah, well, with a minute left in the third, both teams, the score may not show it, are playing physical, are playing aggressive. Just both goaltenders have been great. Sam Crawford for the Oswego Lakers has faced 9 shots, and she has 9 saves, 10 shots, But now Oswego's looking to gain some offense right now with just 30 seconds left, and is stopped by the Wilkes-Barre defense. And another collision, and we have a stoppage of play.
Yeah, it looks like something, not sure exactly what it was, but the Lakers look to have possession. Or no, it will be Wilkes. Still not exactly sure what seems to be a stoppage of play. As I hear next to me, a yellow card for 5 minutes will be called on the Lakers, I'm assuming, if Wilkes have possession here.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. They're going to try to run this clock out.
Is this broken up by the Lakers? A shot on goal there by number 20 of Alexis Snyder. Put a shot on goal. Only the Lakers' 3rd shot on goal this entire game. But it was a good save by the number 92 of Chloe Gilroy, who we didn't think was going to start this game. When we were predicting it was going to be Olivia Wickel, who played most of the season last year for the Colonels.
Yeah, great save by the freshman there. That was a great opportunity for the Lakers going into the 4th period. Let's hope they gain some momentum off that offensive possession.
Yeah, so after the 3rd period of play, score still 0-1 in favor of Wilkes. here at the Laker Turf, the season home opener for the Oswego State Lakers. But now we send it to Eric Palmieri. Eric, what do you got for us?
Yeah, guys, I mean, it has been an extremely exciting game through 3 quarters. It's only a one-score game. Oswego's still right in it. We saw in just those last 20 seconds, they intercepted, and they almost just tied it up. And then the second half of this game has just been aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. The players, they're crowding each other, they're hitting each other, and we can hear from up here. We got the open window. The fans are getting into it, you know. Every single penalty you can hear chirping from either fan, Oswego or Wilkes. So it's been super exciting seeing the fans get into it. And with a one-score game, the last 15 minutes should be exciting, guys. All right, back to you.
Thank you, Eric, for that. And yeah, the energy here with the crowd has been pretty good. A pretty good showing for both sides, especially Wilkes. Some of those fans traveling all the way from PA for this game, and just kind of the recap so far, Owen, of this game. And now we're going into the last quarter. What do the Lakers have to do to try to come out on top here?
Well, Lakers, first of all, they need to create turnovers from Wilkes offensively. They need to turn those turnovers into shots on net. They only have 3 shots on net, one being the one we just had a few minutes ago. And as you see, it creates great opportunities, hopefully second chance opportunities, and that leads to a goal and tie the game up going into the 4th period.
And if you're Wilkes, what do you just have to keep doing to stop the Lakers from scoring and get their first road victory since 2023?
Well, the Wilkes Colonels just need to do what they've been doing all game. Keep playing aggressive, keep forcing as we go into turnovers, create shots, and you will have this game in hand.
Yeah, the Wilkes Colonels just have to keep doing what they've been doing all game, intercepting passes, just being a nuisance on defense, really, not letting Oswego get comfortable at all. And like we said, Owen, Oswego only has 3 shots on goals compared to the Colonels' 10. So offensively, the Colonels have definitely been the more aggressive team. As we get started here in the 4th quarter of action, as the Colonels did start with the ball, still have the ball, almost broken up by the Lakers, and they're going to play it back into their half here.
You will probably see the Colonels playing a more conservative pace here, as we only have 15 minutes left in the game. They're up 1. You may not see that aggressive play style. They'll probably be playing it back more in their zone, holding possession, trying to run that timeout.
I was just about to mention that, and I would have to agree with you 100%. If you're the Colonels, you're up 1. You don't want to get too creative or fancy with it. Just keep that lead and keep playing the defense that they've been playing this entire game.
Yep, you are exactly right. It's not like Oswego has been bad on defense. They've been great on defense. They just gave up a second chance opportunity, and that's why the Colonels have that 1-goal lead. But goaltender Sam Crotham has been fantastic today with 9 saves. Oswego just needs to get something going offensively, which is what they're going to try to do right now.
As the Lakers do get it over midfield, but again, just the pass broken up by the Wilkes. That one broken up by Keppel, who has broken up numerous passes today, as well as a bunch of other Wilkes defenders, just not letting Oswego set anything up on the offensive side. This one's going to go past the Wilkes defender, and Oswego needs to get something going on offense. Just even getting over the midfield has to be a priority for them.
Yeah, Oswego's going to try to go all out in this period. As you can see, they have more forwards playing up right now. They need a goal.
And they're going to call a foul there on Wilkes. So Oswego will have it. It'll be number 20, Alexis Snyder, who will have it for the Lakers just right back by midfield. And she'll get it over. But again, just the defense of the Colonels not allowing the Lakers to have anything. And that one was broken up by the Colonels' 3 defenders, but the Lakers get it right back. Just they don't look comfortable out there, Owen. Just the Wilkes defenders have been all over them this whole game.
You're exactly right. The Colonels will allow this all day. They will try to keep Oswego, even if they have offensive possession, they'll try to keep them at midfield. They don't want them in their zone. They don't want any opportunities. As you see here, they just throw it down to the other side of the field, giving the Oswego no opportunities to get a shot on net.
Yeah, it's been the story of the game. Oswego just struggling to score, and like we talked about, they only scored 1.5 goals per game last season, and it's kind of showing right now just not being able to score. Last season when they played Wilkes in the first game of the season, they scored 2. So far, they've been shut out here.
You're exactly right, Parker. Both teams coming into this game struggled to score offensively last season. Wilkes, however, was able to get the first one to go, and Oswego needs to capitalize.
Yeah, they haven't looked back since getting that opening goal in the first period, but haven't allowed Oswego to get comfortable in their offense and try to capitalize on Wilkes' first goal. As we have a battle for the ball here in the circle of the Oswego side. As a shot is taken, but blocked by the Oswego defense.
Great opportunity by the Colonels there, and this is what you don't want. Turnovers in your own defensive zone, creating long offensive possessions for the Colonels.
This one's in the middle here. The Colonels trying to get something on net, but can't. Good stoppage there by the Lakers. Again, Sam Crowtham playing great in goalie ever since letting up that first goal. There's another shot is taken on net. Bounced off by number 5, Keppel for the Colonels. Another shot taken in. Bounced around. Again, a good save, but it's going to find the back of the net for the Colonels, getting their second goal of the game. And Owen, just like we talked about, it's those second chance opportunities for the Colonels that have been the story of the game. The first goal by Morgan Hermosky. That's how she got her first goal, and now the second goal of the game happening the same way.
Yeah, that was just a perfect offensive possession by the Colonels. Oswego was doing everything they could to get a stop there. Multiple second chance opportunities. Great saves by goaltender Sam Crowtham, but it just finds the back of the net off a few second chance opportunities.
Yeah, it's those bounce shots that come off the goalie or the stick where the players for the Colonels have been able to capitalize. That goal is going to be rewarded to the number 2 of Taylor Bauer, the freshman. Again, another freshman, Owen, scoring for this Colonels team.
Well, yeah, this team is made up of a lot of freshmen, Parker. And credit to the Wilkes University coach, Ashley Irwin, who got this team ready for this season. You hope those players develop for the Wilkes Colonels, and it seems as though they have, as they are playing a very aggressive and physical play style. Oswego is struggling to get it out of their own zone.
Yeah, this is Ashley Irwin's second year being the coach of the Colonels. In her first season, finished with an overall 9-9 record, 4-5 in conference record. However, last season, like we talked about, wasn't the best showing for her squad. 3-15 overall, 1-8 in conference record. But they could get a win here in the first game of the season on the road, which, like we talked about, did not get a single road win last season.
You're exactly right. And I don't want to twist things here. Oswego is also a very young team. They're coming into the season with 6 oncoming freshmen. So they're also a young team. They're hoping their players develop as well. And they are also playing a very aggressive play style to match the Wilkes Colonels.
Yeah, and I think the Lakers are feeling the effects of losing their top 3 scorers last year. And that's definitely been an impact. They haven't put up anything on the board yet, Owen. And when you lose your top 3 scorers, I mean, that's going to hurt you as a team.
You're exactly right. Even last season, they struggled to score. And losing your top 3 scorers absolutely hurts you.
Yeah, and this is not an easy SUNY conference as well as Cortland and New Paltz. Now you add Salisbury, both very strong. All 3 of those programs very strong, as well as Oneonta, who's also not a bad program either, and rounding it off with Morrisville. This is a tough year in the SUNY for the Oswego State Lakers, and they're playing an out-of-conference opponent in Wilkes and struggling so far as the Wilkes looks to have a penalty shot here. Could increase their lead to 3, and if they do so, Owen, it could be out of reach for this Lakers team.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, Parker. 9 minutes left to go in the 4th period, 0 goals. You hope you can gain some momentum here after stopping this corner penalty shot.
There's a shot going into the middle by the number 2 of Taylor Bauer, who just got the previous goal for the Wilkes, but will be stopped, and now the Lakers will have possession again, and they desperately need to get something going on offense with 8:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. So that one's lofted up by the number 11 of Heather Dent for the Lakers. Again, Wilkes just breaking up any sort of passing that Oswego is trying to get comfortable, and this Wilkes defense has been super, super strong today.
Yeah, despite the low scoring, it has been a very entertaining, very physical game by both the teams.
So Lakers look to get it past midfield, but it's going to be a stoppage, and we'll go back to Wilkes.
Yeah, Wilkes is having great offensive control in this period. They're playing it perfectly. This is how you want to do it. You want to hold offensive possession time. Time is running down for the Lakers.
Yeah, if there was a stat for who had possession throughout most of this game, I would have to assume it would go to Wilkes. They have been in control of this game from the first quarter as they look to have another opportunity here to maybe get something in the circle as that pass is broken up by Karp for the Colonels. Just hounded by three defenders. They get it close to the goalie, and it's going to be broken up, and it will be given to the Lakers. Colonels had another chance to score, and they've had 19 shots and 14 shots on goal compared to the Lakers' 5 shots and only 3 shots on goal. And that's not going to be a recipe for victory, Owen, if you only have 3 shots on goal.
No, well, and if the Lakers want to get back into it, they're going to have to do something on this offensive possession, in my opinion.
I have to agree with you 100%. The Lakers do get it into their half final. Again, just the pass is broken up by the Wilkes defense, and they get it upfield to Bauer, who will stay with possession as the ball was knocked out by an Oswego State defender. As that one is hit towards the Wilkes offensive zone, but ref called it something with the knee there, and the Lakers will have possession. Again, another pass broken up. The Oswego is just really struggling to get anything over their half, but they do have another chance here.
Yeah, as you can see, the Colonels are swarming at every chance they get whenever Oswego has possession.
Julia Alvary with it. It gets stolen by the Colonels. Number 11 of Basket, who steals that one away from Alvary, and will go behind the net of the Lakers, and looks like it will stay with the Colonels. .550 to go here in the fourth quarter. Time running out for the Oswego State Lakers to get a win here in their home opener on Laker turf. Got a battle for the ball in the corner between Bauer and Kubler. We'll go to the Lakers. You gotta have some sort of sense of urgency, Owen, for this Lakers team if they want to get back in this one.
Yeah, well, they probably went into this period with a sense of urgency, and it has not worked out so far. Maybe right here on this possession, you'll see.
As number 8 for the Lakers, Stuckhart, gets tripped up by 2 Colonel defenders, but nothing will be called, and the Lakers will keep, or apologies, the Colonels will have possession now again. As Lautenboucher had it. It's, again, it's just the passes just being broken up by Wilkes.
Another great defensive play there by Wilkes, creating another offensive possession.
Yeah, a lot of just turnovers for this Lakers squad. There isn't a stat for turnovers in field hockey, but definitely if there was, it'd have to go to the Colonels, just breaking up every single pass that feels like the Lakers try. Even something as simple as getting over the midfield has not been an easy task for the Lakers. Again, struggling there as the Wilkes push it down the field. And a little bit of an ankle breaker from Morgan Hermanowski. But broken up by the Lakers, but they get it right back. The Colonels do, and Hermanowski looks to get something going, finds one of her teammates inside. The number 11 of Basket who chasing it down on the far side of the field. The Lakers are able to get it over half, but numbers in favor of Wilkes here. The Lakers are able to get it up to the number 9 of Ellie Kazel, but broken up by Wilkes. Again, just able to get stops on defense.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for the Lakers, but once again, a great defensive play by the Wilkes Colonels getting back there on defense and not allowing a goal.
It was a good hustle by the Colonels to get back after the Lakers got it over into their half. As a shot on net was attempted there by Maddie Stuckhart, but it will stay with the Lakers. 3 minutes to go here at the fourth quarter. Time running down for this Lakers squad to come back, and that pass again broken up by the Colonels. That's Hermanowski on the near side, and she gets bumped by one of the Lakers defenders. That's number 18, Karina Tompkins, as Hermanowski is down on the field. And Owen, that's arguably their best player.
You're exactly right. It's unfortunate to see a player down. There was no malicious intent there, obviously, just playing the ball. It's been an aggressive physical game, and it looks like she is standing up on her own.
Yeah, she looks to be trying to not put pressure on one of her legs. She's being helped off the field now by two of the staff members of Wilkes, which is a good thing to see that she's semi-walking off on her own, but we hope she's okay and has been the star player for the Wilkes the past 2 seasons.
Right, she had a great goal at the beginning of the game of a second chance opportunity, and you hope she stays healthy.
Yeah, something I've noticed is that none of the players have any some protection in field hockey, so a hit like that can, really hurt if you get hit the wrong way or your foot gets caught up in somehow and you turn an ankle or something. And definitely an unfortunate play there. Like you said, no malicious intent by the number 19 of Karina Tompkins, who did end up getting that hit on Hermanowski. But we do continue to play as the Colonels now have possession with 2:25 to go, looking to put a bow on this one here at the Laker turf.
Yeah, 2:20 left. If you're the Colonels, you're just going to run this clock out, play very conservative.
As we have a stoppage of play, and looks like a card will be given, a yellow card to number 11 of Georgia Basket. She's coming off the field, and that's the third yellow card given for the Colonels on the day. Lakers have to have some sort of magic here to try to win this one. First got to start by scoring 1. Is they're going to call something, and the Lakers will continue with possession, and now it looks like they're going to have a foul, and now a penalty shot here. Maybe, Owen, this could start something. I mean, it's unlikely, but if they do get a goal here, it gives them some sort of chance to make something happen with under 2 minutes to go.
It would take a miracle, Parker, but anything can happen, especially when you got a great opportunity like this with a corner shot.
I think it's going to make something happen here as they have 3 people stacked up outside the circle, 1 on either ends here, and we'll see what the play will be here as they hit it towards the middle, and they're going to have a stoppage. A ref will look like to redo the corner penalty. Looks like the play was to give it to Alexis Snyder in the middle there. Maybe they'll change it up now since the Colonels saw what they were going to do. We'll see what happens here. They're still going to give it to Snyder. A shot from Alvery. Or apologies, Giliberti. That shot coming from the number 25 of the Lakers.
The Lakers still retain offensive possession, so if you score quick here, anything could happen.
Snyder will give it to King, but they'll lose possession, and that might be the last chance for the Lakers to maybe just make something happen here in this one.
Yeah, Parker, unfortunately for the Lakers, they couldn't get anything off that free corner shot, and now if you're the Colonels, you're just going to keep passing it back. Don't give up anything free. And they will run this clock out with just a minute left.
Yeah, under a minute to go here in this one for both of these teams here at Laker Turf. Clock now running. And 45 seconds here to go in this one. Colonels up 2-0, and it's just looking like this one will end in favor of the Colonels getting their first road win since 2023, going 0-8 last season on the road. As now we hit the 25-second mark in this fourth quarter. Gilliberti being hounded by Bauer, and the Colonels look to just kind of pass this one out. Intercepted there by the number 20 of Alexis Snyder. Under 5 seconds to go as the clock is winding down. And the Lakers, unfortunately, in their home opener against the Wilkes Colonels, do not come out on top and lose this one 2-0 in the first game of the season for this Oswego State Lakers team. Not the outcome they were looking for to start off their season, Owen. Again, falling to the Colonels like they did in the first game of the season last year. This time, though, Owen, being shut out.
Yeah, not ideal start for the Lakers, losing at home. However, I do believe they can bounce back. They were great defensively today. They just got to pick it up offensively, play a little bit more aggressive. However, for the Wilkes Colonels, who are 0-8 on the road last year, this is a huge win in the SUNY Conference for them. And let's see if they can capitalize throughout the season.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good way to start off the season for the Wilkes Colonels, and anything is positive for this team that finished 3-15 last season. And we're going to send it down to Eric Palmieri one last time. Eric, what do you got for us?
Yeah, guys, as you were saying, what an incredible start for the Colonels. First road win since 2023. You know that team bus ride is going to be bumping on the way home. Very exciting. Their aggressive play style ended up getting them that 2-0 victory. Very worthwhile for them. Obviously, we saw Morgan Hermanowski. She was a key part of this game. She went down with an injury earlier in the game. Hopefully she's okay to keep continuing to lead that offense for the Colonels. Now looking to the Lakers, yeah, if you're Coach Hoover, obviously the scoreboard is not what you want it to be, but obviously there were holes, but there was also a lot of exciting stuff with such a young team. Like you guys mentioned earlier, 6 players coming in. This is their debut game. So seeing them, for most of the part, it was a one-score game until that fourth quarter. They didn't play with their tails between the legs. They tried to keep up with that aggressiveness of the Colonels, and that's exciting. And obviously, you're losing your top 3 goal scorers from last year. You got a lot of people starting to step up. And in the first game, obviously, that's never going to be perfect. But as the games keep rolling in, hopefully you start to see some chemistry between those goal scorers. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Eric, for that, and have to agree with you 100%. This team is young. It's only the first game of the season, and hopefully now all the excitement and the jitters are out, and hopefully as the season goes on, they can find out the rhythm and figure out what worked in this game and what didn't work, and they can improve on that in practice. But that's going to do it for us here on WTOP 10 for the first broadcast of the field hockey season for the Oswego State Lakers. We, again, apologize for the technical difficulties in that first half, but alas, we were able to get full half of play in here at Laker Turf. I'm Parker Voris. Alongside me, Owen Gangloff. Sideline reporting, Eric Palmieri. That will do it for us here on WTOP 10. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of the day, everybody.